Wasps. One of the most intriguing and, for many, feared insects in the world. But did you know they are much more than just creatures with a powerful sting? In this video, we will uncover the surprising secrets of wasps, exploring facts that will leave you amazed. Get ready, because what comes next might change the way you see these insects forever. Wasps are known for their striking appearance and assertive behavior, but their story runs much deeper than it seems. There are over 30,000 known species of wasps worldwide, and their diversity is incredible. Some have colorful, shiny bodies, while others prefer more subdued tones. But what they all share is the ability to play crucial roles in ecosystems. Did you know that wasps are natural predators? This means they help control populations of other insects, including pests that can cause significant damage to agriculture. Without wasps, the world would face ecological imbalances. They capture their prey with impressive precision and speed, using their sharp mandibles and keen instincts. But don't be mistaken. While some wasps are aggressive, many are peaceful and prefer to avoid conflict. Something many people don't know is that wasps also pollinate flowers. While bees are more famous for this role, wasps also contribute to the pollination of various plants. Some species are so specialized that they only pollinate a specific type of flower. This intimate relationship between wasps and plants is a fascinating example of how interconnected nature is. But how do they live? Wasps can be solitary or social, depending on the species. Solitary wasps prefer to build their nests in discreet places, such as holes in the ground or tree cavities. They care for their offspring alone and typically have a shorter life cycle. Social wasps, on the other hand, live in organized colonies, with a queen in charge, dedicated workers, and even males whose sole purpose is reproduction. You've probably seen a wasp nest, but you might not have noticed how ingenious it is. Made from chewed wood fibers, the nest resembles paper and is incredibly resilient. Each layer contains meticulously organized spaces to store eggs and house developing larvae. Inside, the colony operates like a well-oiled machine, with each wasp fulfilling its role to ensure the community's success. Now, you might be wondering, why do wasps sting? The sting is one of the most effective ways they have to defend themselves from predators. A wasp stinger is connected to a venom gland that injects substances to immobilize threats or prey. In some species, the venom can cause intense pain, but it's rarely lethal to humans unless there's a severe allergic reaction. Interestingly, not all wasps sting. Males, for example, lack a stinger. Speaking of defense, some wasps have incredible tactics to protect their colonies. Certain species release pheromones that alert the entire colony to imminent danger, mobilizing an army of workers ready to confront the intruder. Others rely on camouflage to keep their nests hidden and out of predators' reach. Another fascinating point is the cultural impact of wasps. In some cultures, they are seen as symbols of courage and resilience. There are also records of ancient peoples using wasp venom for medicinal purposes. Additionally, scientists are studying wasp venom to develop new medications, including painkillers and treatments for cancer. Now, let's talk about a curious fact. Wasps also have their predators. Birds, lizards, and even other wasps can attack a colony. For this reason, they are always on alert, ready to react to any suspicious movement. Despite this, they manage to remain one of the most successful creatures in the animal kingdom, adapting to diverse and challenging environments. And if you think all of this is impressive, wait until you hear about parasitoid wasps. These creatures have a lifestyle that seems straight out of a science fiction movie. They lay their eggs inside other insects, and the larvae feed on the host until they are ready to emerge. Although this may sound cruel, This behavior helps regulate pest populations, once again showing how wasps play a vital role in the ecosystem. But did you know that some wasps possess such peculiar abilities that even scientists are intrigued? Let's talk about one particular species, the tarantula hawk wasp. This insect is a true warrior of the animal kingdom. As the name suggests, this wasp preys on tarantulas, which are much larger than itself. The tactic? A precise attack that paralyzes the spider with venom. Then, the wasp drags its prey to an underground nest, where it lays a single egg on the tarantula's body. When the larva hatches, it feeds on the immobilized spider, ensuring a fresh food source. This behavior might seem cruel, but it is essential for the species' survival. Furthermore, it demonstrates an incredible evolutionary strategy, where every detail is designed to maximize the chances of success for the next generation. And don't think this is the only species with sophisticated tactics. Other wasps use similar methods with different types of prey, such as caterpillars, grasshoppers, and even other larger insects. Another fascinating aspect of wasps is their communication. Did you know that some social wasps can organize themselves as efficiently as a human army? They use chemical, visual, and even vibrational signals to coordinate activities within the colony. For example, when a food source is discovered, the wasps can quickly inform their companions by releasing pheromones. This system is so effective that, within minutes, dozens of wasps can gather at the site to take advantage of the resource. Now, turning back to the relationship between wasps and humans. Beyond the fear they often inspire, there are also opportunities to learn from these insects. Researchers study the structure of wasp nests to develop new lightweight and durable construction materials. Moreover, the enzymes found in wasp venom are being investigated to create innovative treatments for bacterial infections and other diseases. Wasps also have a direct impact on urban pest control. In some cities, there are initiatives to protect native wasp species, as they help keep populations of cockroaches and other insects under control. This balance is essential to reduce the excessive use of pesticides, which can harm the environment and human health. And if you are a lover of gastronomy, here's an unexpected fact. In some Asian countries, wasp larvae are considered a delicacy. They are prepared in various ways, such as fried or boiled, and are appreciated for their high nutritional value. While this may seem unusual to some cultures, this practice is yet another example of how wasps interact with humans in diverse and surprising ways. Speaking of surprising interactions, it is important to mention the role of wasps in art and literature. Poets and writers often use wasps as symbols of duality. Did you know that beetles are one of the most fascinating and diverse groups of animals on the planet? They can be found almost everywhere, from tropical rainforests to the driest deserts. With over 400,000 described species, beetles account for about 40% of all known insects and 25% of all animal life forms on Earth. And the most amazing part, scientists believe that thousands of species are still waiting to be discovered. So today, let's dive into the world of these tiny giants, exploring their impressive characteristics, fascinating facts you probably didn't know, and the vital role they play in ecosystems. Get ready to be amazed. First, let's talk about the defining feature of beetles, their wings. Unlike many other insects, beetles have two layers of wings. The outer layer, known as the elytra, acts as armor, protecting the delicate inner pair of wings responsible for flight. This adaptation allows beetles to survive in hostile environments, such as hard soil or tree trunks. And did you know that not all beetles can fly? Some, like the bombardier beetle, have sacrificed this ability in exchange for other even more incredible adaptations. Speaking of the bombardier beetle, it is one of the most impressive insects out there. When threatened, it can spray a hot chemical jet at over 100 degrees Celsius at its predators. This mechanism works like a controlled explosion inside the beetle's body, mixing chemicals in a special chamber and releasing them under high pressure. What's even more fascinating is that this defense not only deters predators, but also serves as a brilliant example of biological engineering, inspiring scientists to develop new technologies. And we can't forget about giant beetles, like the Hercules beetle, considered one of the largest insects in the world. It can grow up to 17 centimeters long and lift objects weighing 850 times its own body weight. That's equivalent to a human lifting more than 60 tons. Beyond its impressive strength, the Hercules beetle is famous for its territorial disputes, where males use their long horns to battle each other. These fights are fascinating natural spectacles that demonstrate how these insects are incredibly adapted to survive and thrive. But not everything about beetles is about brute strength or survival. Some of them are true artists of nature. Have you ever heard of the jewel beetle? These tiny insects are known for their vibrant, metallic colors that shine like real jewels under sunlight. These colors are not caused by pigments, but by a special optical structure in their scales, which reflects light to create an iridescent effect. Besides being incredibly beautiful, these beetles use their colors to camouflage or scare off predators. Another fascinating aspect is the relationship between beetles and the environment. They play crucial roles in ecosystems as decomposers, helping recycle organic matter. Beetles, like the dung beetle, roll balls of dung that are buried in the soil, serving as food for their larvae and helping to fertilize the ground. This behavior, besides being curious, is vital for maintaining healthy soils and reducing pests in pastures. Now, did you know that some beetles have a surprisingly close relationship with humans? For example, in some cultures, beetles are seen as symbols of rebirth and immortality. The famous Egyptian scarab was considered sacred by the ancient Egyptians, representing the cycle of life and the power of the sun. Moreover, some beetle species are used in biological pest control, helping farmers protect their crops without the excessive use of pesticides. However, not everything about beetles is positive. Some species can cause significant damage to agriculture and forests. The pine beetle, for instance, has devastated entire forests in various parts of the world. These small insects reproduce rapidly and feed on wood, compromising tree health. On the other hand, science is constantly searching for ways to balance the presence of these beetles with environmental conservation by studying their life cycles and behaviors. And finally, let's talk about the future of beetles. Despite being incredibly resilient, many species are threatened due to habitat loss, excessive pesticide use, and climate change. But there is hope. Various organizations worldwide are working to preserve these insects and their habitats. After all, beetles are not only fascinating but also essential to the planet's health. Beetles also exhibit curious social behaviors that vary from species to species. A fascinating example is the cooperative behavior observed in some dung beetle species. In certain situations, pairs of beetles work together to move dung balls to a safe location where they will be buried. This partnership behavior is rare in the insect kingdom and demonstrates impressive coordination, essential for ensuring the survival of future generations. Another interesting aspect is how some beetles possess extraordinary adaptations to protect themselves from predators. The tortoise beetle, for example, has a flattened body that allows it to hide under tree bark or leaves. When threatened, it retracts its legs under its body, forming a kind of impenetrable shield. This defensive ability, combined with its appearance that blends into the environment, makes it a true master of disguise. Additionally, beetles play a significant cultural role in various parts of the world. In Latin America, for instance, the rhinoceros beetle is often associated with luck and prosperity, becoming the subject of legends and local stories. These insects are so iconic that they even inspire artists, who use their shapes and vibrant colors in paintings, sculptures, and jewelry. The beauty and complexity of beetles continue to capture human imagination across different times and cultures. Lastly, it is important to highlight how scientific research involving beetles has driven technological innovations. The study of these insects' wings has inspired engineering projects, including flight devices and high-resistance materials. The ability of some species to survive in extreme conditions has also sparked great interest in biotechnology. Beetles are true jewels of nature, both for scientists and wildlife enthusiasts. So, the next time you see a beetle, remember that it may be small, but its impact on the world is enormous. I hope you enjoyed this journey through the universe of beetles and learned something new. If you'd like to know more or share your experience with these tiny giants, leave a comment.